I went down the path which I think a lot of people coming out of university follow, which is to go down the sales route. I joined quite a corporate company in London, doing recruitment. The culture at that company was very formal, suit and tie every day, working long hours. Everyone was in at 8 o'clock. Everyone worked through until 7 o'clock, no matter what work you had to do. It was a very structured day. It was very planned out for you. You were told to do this job at this time, and then break for lunch at this time, then do this job at this time. And I found it all very process-driven. There wasn't much room for creativity, and basically you just had to pull the corporate line or follow the corporate line all the time, which wasn't something that I was that keen on. I would say that the main differences between working at somewhere like First Conferences and a more corporate company is really the freedom that you have. The main reason I came to First Conferences was to have more autonomy in my role. I wanted to have more responsibility quicker. I felt that I have a lot to offer the company, but in order to be able to do that, I felt that I needed to be in a creative environment. I found that working in a FTSE listed company, which is obviously very corporate, quite traditional, there wasn't that opportunity. There wasn't the opportunity for growth as quick as I wanted it. There was a very prescribed route which you had to follow. It was very process driven. You had to tick all the right boxes. At First Conferences, you still have to follow certain procedures, but there's a lot more flexibility around that. It has given me a different view on how business works. I've realised that it's not all about very stiff face-to-face meetings or very structured conversations on the telephone. I've realised that actually what business is about is just meeting people and building relationships. And I think, again, because of the environment here at First Conferences, you're allowed to do business in the way that suits you, because you're not subscribing to some corporate image or trying to push a corporate message across. You're allowed to develop the way of business that works for you, and I think that's the most important thing. People can only ever be successful when they're comfortable in what they're doing. I think really what you're learning to do at First Conferences is effectively run your own business. Although we run conferences, I think that the skills that you need to run a conference and to build up a sector or an area are very transferable to running any other sort of business. It's about mapping out your market. It's about finding your route to your target audience, about finding out what they want. And so really, for the time being, I'm very happy at First Conferences. I think it's a great place to be.